Greetings, grasshoppers, and welcome to the Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole or they're a carbon copy of everybody else, and they have a terrible time getting real traction online. So I create legendary engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to join me in the engagement marketing revolution. Today, we're going to start with you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Allie Cat, good to see you. We are talking today. It's Friday Wins, everybody. This is my favorite show of the week. We celebrate your wins, big, small, business, personal. We just do not care what it is. If you have accomplished something this week that you are proud of and that you feel free to shout about on the internet, I want to help you do that. We will celebrate you. Throw it in the comments. Tell me what you've done this week that is awesome and remarkable, or even if it's small, tell me anyway. Here's the deal. Entrepreneurs don't celebrate themselves enough. We just don't. We tend to accomplish huge, amazing, cool, awesome things and jump over it like it's a puddle. That comes from my friend, Coach Jenny. If you don't know her, look her up. But we tend to treat it like it's a puddle, jump right over it, and move on. Well, let's not do that anymore. Let's just not do that anymore. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate everything. I've got a few things to celebrate. You, in turn, put some stuff in the comments about your wins, and then we'll celebrate everything. We will here because that's our job. So I've got a couple of I got a great many things to celebrate and shout about this week, my friends. This week, we have started promo for the awesome one-day live event that we're going to hold on September 16th. Right there, Skyrocket Live, if you're interested in coming to that. Free ticket, man. Can't beat that, right? Can't beat that with a stick. It's a free ticket to my full-day live event, and we are going to have so much fun. We are. I have been planning this thing. It is not going to be your normal talking head, boring kind of conference, which a lot of people do, and I totally understand that. But we've got some skills over here, and we're going to make it fun for you. Here's what you're going to walk away with. You're going to walk away with 3 built-in strategies to make your engagement level sing. That's right. We'll bring you paying clients to your door. That's what we all love. That's what we all want right now. So that's where you sign up for that. But we started the promo, and let me tell you, we are really good at building bots. We are so good. Awesome people hire us all the time. But this is the first time that we have put together our own one-day live event. And it was a fascinating and amazing process. My team wrote emails that made me sit back and go, wow. Now, I don't like email, babies. I don't love it. It's not cool. Mostly. I have opinions about people's inboxes, and including my own especially, but I read these and I went, wow, you know what? Those are cool. My team is amazing. Let's celebrate them for a second because, we need to. They are amazing people, and they wrote some really, really nice promo marketing for this stuff. I am so pleased. And I just can't thank them enough for writing that stuff, for sending stuff out. We started promo yesterday. We've already got a few signups. We've got a few VIPs, and we are just raring to go. So I'm going to give another little celebration mode for that because it's so darn important to us. This is the first one. This is the first live event, and my vision is that there will be more. and that we will make more of these for people. We'll make them readily attendable. Of course, this one's live. We're doing this from home, babies, and we know that you are home watching in your pajama shorts. That is fine with us. Wonderful stuff. You don't have to dress up to come to this thing. It's going to be all fine. So this is kind of where we're heading, and I'm so excited to do this. I have little history here, but I have spent the last 3 years doing everybody else's launch. Never have done my own. It's first time. So really, really excited. And that is really, it's a large part of what I've been busy with this week, because it's been just crazy. I also want to celebrate something that is a little bit more on the admin side that I don't shine a whole great big light on generally while we're in these live streams in this show. But I planned all of my shows out this week ahead of time, and I am super ridiculously proud of that. I'll tell you why. Because I usually do that stuff last minute, and I've liked doing that so far because I'm able to really talk about what's, things that have just happened. This just in. I've been able to think to do some things that really affect me and my clients, and do that in a timely manner. But I have also realized, my darlings, that it's kind of counterproductive. Although I am able to include that stuff last minute, or like not last minute, but in a timely manner, this just in, there's a trade-off involved because I'm not really able to promote the show ahead of time at all. So I am switching. This week was the first time that I, on Sunday, had done all of the things that I needed to do to set up these shows. I'm awfully proud of that. And you know what? It was kind of fun. Because I realized I can also plan out little arcs and make little things happen that I've never been able to make happen before. So, my friends, really, really excited about that. A little bit of planning went a long way. I also, at the same time, accomplished some weekly planning. What do I need to get done this week? What are those big rocks? Now, some of you may not be familiar with the big rocks. Let me tell you about this little story. So, let's see. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People was written by Stephen Covey a while ago. And in these 7 habits, he kind of talks about planning and organization and all of that kind of stuff, like you would totally expect. But what he did was he also provided an explanation for the overall system that he was using. And that was, when you are trying to fit rocks in a jar, and you've got 3 piles of rocks. You've got big rocks, you got medium rocks, and you got sand. And it really looks like the volume of what you're trying to put in the jar is way too big for the jar. He does a little video, and he's got, big rocks, he's got medium rocks, and then he's got sand, and then he's got this jar. And it really looks like, hey, you can't fit all that stuff in this jar, man. There's no way. Unless you're going to switch out jars for a bigger one in the middle, you're going to run into problems. And what he does is he calls somebody up from the audience and says, okay, try to fill this jar. And they can't. They have trouble with it. So then he, there's another table set up exactly like the first one. And he says, okay, let me show you how to do this. You want to take your biggest priorities, your big rocks. You want to put those bad boys in first. Boom. Puts in the big rocks. Then he pours in the medium rocks, which fit around the big rocks. And then he pours in the sand, and that fits around the medium rocks. What he's trying to say here is, if you call out your biggest priorities before your week starts, You will fit those. If you put the big rocks in first, then you'll be able to fit the smaller priority stuff around it. You know what? Way to grow. Way to grow. That's all I have to say. And that theory has been present for a very long time. Let's give a shout out to Stephen Covey for helping us out. I think he might have passed by now, but we'll give him a little celebration anyway, because that, my friends, is such a wonderful way to view all the things that you have to do in a day, in a week, in a month. It was very helpful. This is the second week in a row that I've gotten that done, that Sunday planning before the week. And as I look on Friday, baby, I got them all checked off or in good progress. So my friends, this has been such a great week. I also was able to pay out a commission this week to somebody who introduced me to and got me a really great, fantastic, wonderful gig. Charles Bird, thank you. You're probably not listening right now, but that's cool too. Thank you for introducing me to Lee Richter. Thank you for getting me on that challenge, and I am so pleased. So pleased to be working with her and her team. We are doing crazy, amazing things together. If you don't know Lee, she is, she's a huge person in the veterinarian and animal health world, but she's also the head of the Event Planners Association. I've been working with them this week on their challenge. We just ended the challenge and opened the cart, I believe, yesterday. And boy, her people were such an incredible joy to work with on this challenge. I got to speak on her show yesterday. I got to talk about ManyChat, which many of them are interested in. And boy, howdy. It was fun. It was productive. And it did, leaders, when in times of trouble, this is what Lee told me, and I totally believe it. In times of trouble, leaders give their people hope. They give their people hope of a better tomorrow, even if today ain't looking so good. Hope for a better tomorrow. And that's what we did yesterday. Showed them, chatbots, a totally new way of creating conversations and connections that just hasn't existed before. It's opening up that two-way conversation with people that are, prospective clients. And yeah, it's beautiful stuff. So yeah, that was a huge win yesterday. Hey, if you're new here, you don't know what we do on this show. On Fridays, we write down our wins. Write down your wins in the comments for me. I want to know. Big wins, small wins, business wins, personal life wins. Doesn't matter. Throw it down in the comments for me, because I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate entrepreneurs everywhere. The kind of work that we do day to day to keep our businesses going, to put our lives and our businesses up on the next phase of development. Everything that we do to raise the tide for everyone else. I want to recognize that today for you, and I want to celebrate it. So if you've got some wins, put them down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll be forced to talk about my own, which I can do. Second thing, this week, I also spoke for the Solopreneurs Acceleration Summit this week. Boy, that was fun. A guy named Steve Erickson runs that. And he is the midlife solopreneur, if you know him. He ran a really great summit and had me on to speak. It was about 3 days long. There were 29 speakers. And I loved the process so much that I bought the VIP ticket so that I could reap some of the benefits of some of the other speakers, because I didn't have time to tune in. We're so busy getting ready for our show right now. But I really want to get that experience. It was really great talking on the show. Loved Steve. Loved his message. His message is all about being practical with your advice to people, recommending things for them that are practical, not just that will get you, a great big commission in the end or whatever. And I know, I mean, it's tempting. It's tempting to put things out to people that they aren't ready for. For instance, I put out Groove Funnels on Monday and talked a lot about that. And it's going to be a really great product. For right now, the pages are good. They're easy to use. The affiliate program, which you don't get anywhere for free, works well. Everything in it that is built and has been built for a while, has stood the test of time, is great. There's an awful lot coming. And so, what I recommended to people was sign up for the free GrooveSell pages affiliate thing. And because that is super practical for most people. Most people want to get off of WordPress. They do, unless they have somebody else running it for them. Most people hate running WordPress. So it's insanely valuable to anybody who's going to work with affiliates. And most of my people are going to work with affiliates because of that's what the JV partnerships are. I hope to introduce everybody to JVs. I've had several people on this show that's all they do. I've had Jay Fizzette on the show. Charles Bird has been on the show. These are people who do JV partnerships a day in and day out, and I'm so proud to support those two. And I am so glad to recommend those two people to all of the clients that want to get into that. And Groove Pages works right into that. We also reviewed a product this week, and that was kind of a cool thing. I'm going to start to do a little bit more of those because I think that people want to know. I can't do like the unboxing of, because software doesn't come in a box anymore. So I can't do unboxings, but I can do unveilings and talk to you about various softwares, what it can do, what it'll allow you to do. By the way, secret cool information coming right here in the next couple of weeks. True Chat's going to unveil something that makes me happy and excited. And when that stuff gets revealed, I'm going to be revealing it on the show as well, because I can't wait. I can't wait for them to get into this next phase of development. It's going to be straight up awesome. So, my friends, that's another thing to celebrate, and we will right here, right now, because that's what we're doing on this show. Drop your wins in the comments. Otherwise, you'll be forced to hear mine for the whole show. So, I've had a really great week over here. It's been a busy week. There have been times that I have hopped from speaking engagement to speaking engagement. Did that yesterday. Holy moly. By the end of the second one, I was like, I just needed some food, people. I just really did. I needed a little break and some food, and then I was fine again. But there's been so many things going on this week. And last week that have been just super awesome to build my business, and to just make everything I do better. A little extra word on JVs, joint venture partnerships. Sometimes I get into these joint venture partnerships and they're with people who have large teams or whatever. And I have an experience like I did just this morning. I was on a call and we were making plans for the future, and there was some awesome people there that immediately 5 words out of their mouth was like, I have got to get to know that person because I could work with that person really well and expand my business. This is not something that you would think you would get out of JV partnerships. You would think, oh, well, I'll get referrals to jobs and I'll do the jobs and that'll be the benefit. I'll get to know them. You also get to know everybody on their team. And sometimes the people on their teams make you want to go, hey, can we get together and chat real soon? I got this afternoon open. I mean, seriously, the relationships that you build, when you focus on building relationships instead of making sales, your business will take off. It just will. Mine has. Mine has. Let's build relationships. People are more important than price tags. That's just absolutely it. When you approach that attitude in your marketing and when you approach that attitude with your customer service, you can do nothing but win. Unless you're selling or producing something people really don't like and don't need. That is, there's always that 1%. All right, but many of you out there, at least the people that I've met, you're all producing great stuff, so I don't worry about you too much. So, a lot of accomplishments this week, a lot of really, really wonderful things that we're doing here in the Bot Cave. Gosh, the stuff that we're producing right now, I just feel like it's just going to get legendary. It just is, because most people don't take the time with chatbots to make it into something that's a really beautiful conversation. Most people don't do that. Most people just see it as, okay, here's one more channel that we can get to people on. Problem is, people don't view chat that way, or messenger or text. They don't view it that way. They don't want to be marketed to in one more place in their lives. They're marketed to enough. They are. But when you approach it like, I want to give them some value because people are more important than price tags, that's when you start to hit the ticket. For me, it's changed. It's always been that way, but for me, really, really taking that bull by the horns has changed my business completely. So my friends, that is, I think that's might be all my wins for the week. Let me think. Anything else? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I had a client come back. I did some work for her when I was first doing this work. It was probably, 2 years ago now. And I did some work. We finished the work. She was happy. Called me up a couple of days ago and said, hey, can we get together again? And now we are doing some really wonderful work. Cheryl Bassett, thank you for trusting me with your business. And I am so hot to trot on getting some of those things done that you asked me to yesterday. That's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to really help the connectedness of your group. And so I'm so pleased, and I'm so pleased too that I have people call me back. I mean, not all customer relationships end well. Sometimes there are misunderstandings of expectations. Sometimes there are just, we're not right personalities for each other. It's a thing, it's a thing that everyone goes through. But those people that call you up after a couple of years and says, I've been thinking about you, can we do something? Just makes it all worth it. So just want to thank you, Cheryl, and we'll have her on the show here to talk about her group, because what she does has become so important during this time. You just don't even know. And I'm fascinated on how she brings families together on a consistent basis. So that's what I know today. My friends, do not forget, go sign up. Go sign up for my one-day event, September 16th. We're going to start at 10 Central. So that's 8. So sorry, people in Pacific. You're going to have to grab your coffee for this one. We're going to start at 8 Pacific and 11 Eastern. And we're going to go over in depth the 3 secrets to profitable engagement. We are going to go over them and really, really start digging into, what do those things mean? What does it look like to practice these things in all of your marketing funnels? And what plans can you walk away with? What can I challenge you with to walk away with with a strategy for getting this stuff done, getting the engagement marketing done? This is going to change the world. I have absolutely no doubt about it. It is already doing so. And you have the power in your hands to put these concepts to work for you. So, my friends, skyrocketlive.com, go down there, sign up. We've got a VIP offer too. It's going to be super great and fun. And I would just absolutely love to see you right there. Okay, so for now, I am going to sign off. It's been a super great week, and I am so glad you joined us. Whoa! See you in a bot.